Is this thing on? And welcome back, people. I never did a Chinese portrait myself, but every time I see it, I'm thinking like, okay, that's so cool because actually you can really get to know someone really better. So I thought, why not try? I adapt very well, and so sometimes people don't even know in which kind of box they should put me. And so I thought that this could be something interesting to look in, what I actually really like for me, myself, and I. So here we go. I did a lot of notes here because I found so many different questions about it that I just choose, I think, enough. So first question of the Chinese portrait is, if I were a time of the day, which time would I be? I think that everyone knows this about me. It will definitely be morning. What I really like in the mornings are that you just wake up and you have so many time left already to do what you have to get done on the day. So this is kind of the perfect deal, and also I have full energy in the morning, and yeah, you can do so many things. And most of the time when you wake up early, as I do, like the world is just silent. You have, of course, persons who are like going to work or to school, but you know, like really entertaining, there are not a lot. Mostly they only start like at 10 or even 2 in the afternoon, something like that. Next question is, if I wear a color, what color would I be? Maybe you would think I would be a pinky girl because I really love pink and different shades of pink, but actually it's blue. If I wear a color, it will definitely be blue. I cannot have any negative emotion linked to blue, and also blue can kind of fit everywhere in any context. And there are so many different shades of blue, like everyone can just find something. So you can have every kind of mood, but still in the same color. So I really love that. If I really had to choose kind of like a shade, I would go into like the brighter tones. I would not even know which one exactly, but something brighter, because I always love bright blue, like baby blue or something like that. I always used to love this. Question number 3. If I were an animal, which one would it be? Usually people say something like a lion or whatever. Also, if we look at astrology, I'm lion. But I would not like to say lion like everyone does. So I would say something, I don't want to say lion like everybody does. So I would maybe go for something kind of like golden retriever or even a husky, something, because they're really smart actually, but they have a lot of energy. They are really loyal. They always have crazy ideas. I think I would go with something like this. Whatever they're doing, they're always finding their way to be happy in what they're doing. And even if some people sometimes could say, okay, they're really dumb, what they're sometimes or who are, they still are happy. So does it really matter? Because they actually survive and they're happy. So that's maybe me. If I were an artist, which one would it be? If we consider that for this part the artists are like singers, I would maybe go with the cast of Wham, because Wham, like, it's my whole personality. They were really doing things that kind of matches my energy all the time. Being very happy and alive and still breaking these cliches that we have, but you know, like not offending people, but still offending people, but not everyone, and putting joy into everyone's lives. That could kind of match with me. Also, they were really creative, inventive, and everything, and it just worked out so good. When I'm talking with people, mostly they tell me, oh, okay, but I've never seen it that way, or this is an argument I never thought about, or this is kind of a feeling I never really thought about, something like that. And so I think that this could probably match with myself. If I were a song, which one would it be? Struggling for this question, it's very hard to choose. I would either go with something from Wham, maybe Wake Me Up Before You Go Go, because that's always been my vibe. But also what I will never underestimate, it's my favorite song since it came out. It is Feel You Now from the Driver era / Ross Lynch. And I don't know, like I didn't have a favorite song in years before that, and since it came out, I think 2019 something, it really just like, I really love a lot of songs, but this is really like my favorite song. Also, if you are here, you will see that my channel is called Julie HE, Maybe We Can Love Somehow. And actually, Maybe We Can Love Somehow is a quote that I have from this exact music. So go listen to it. Kind of interesting question, but if I were a spice, which one would I be? I would go with mint because I love a lot of smells and it's not my favorite smells of all, but I really love it in tea, into salads, into everything. When I have a headache or migraine, I'm always kind of trying to heal it with mint. And I just think it is just so fresh and it just reminds me of summer and also in the winter time. As I said, I'm drinking this in tea and everything, so I think mint would be a good deal. If I were a sport, I'm not dancing now into any club or association or whatever, but it will definitely be dancing. I did a lot of different sports in my life and I really enjoyed most of them. I also enjoy mostly to go to the gym. I love Pilates over everything. I love jumping fitness, whatever. But I think it will be dance if we really want to explain how I am, because this is really alternative. I think you can dance in so many, like there are so many different types of dance. You can dance to kind of everything. You can kind of adapt and adjust. And also you can vehicle some emotions. So I think that dance would be something appropriate. Wait, I love to dance, but I just cannot dance at all. If I were a verb, I would be either live or shine. I think that the one doesn't goes without the other, because you always need to be like happy, like shining, like this type of shining. So I would just say live and pretend that we know that shine belongs to it too. If I were a sound slash noise, which one would it be? I definitely think that it will be the birds in the morning. Some people hate them because, yeah, they just wake them up and you can do whatever you want. They will not shut up. But actually, there is no one that is really hating them, because we all know it reminds us of spring, of summer, nature, everything's cool, everything's fine, sunshine is coming out, everything. So I think this could kind of be me, because I have such an ADHD and I'm always like super energetic. Even in the morning, that's where I have the most of my energy and I just need to take it out. Like, you know, I'm waking up 2 minutes after, I have music out loud in all the house, like I'm dancing to Wham or whatever, but I'm just dancing to something and I'm like, yeah, let's go. I could go with this. If I were a famous person, I think I would be Rydell Lynch. She is my role model since I'm, I don't know, 10, 11, something like that. I really saw kind of how she evolved, and I evolved with this role model too. I was so proud of her for a lot of things that she achieved, as if I would know her personally. I saw her a lot of times when she was still in the band of R5 or the Driver era with like her brothers, and she's such a cute person. I remember the only thing that I was watching on YouTube before was her and only her, and I'm so proud of her, how she is giving good energy to everything. I remember so many kind of quotes from her where people ask her, but how are you dealing with this to still appear happy? And she said, I'm just not giving it energy, and so many things like that. And she just inspires me so much to be happy and continue and achieve so much, even if she was young. And I don't know, it's just like she's just crazy to me, but the good type of crazy. If I were a month, of course, something into summer, I would say August, because that's where I was born, and most of the time it's where you go on holidays and weather is great, sun everywhere. So I would go with August. If I was a day of the week, okay, I think this will actually depend on how you're thinking about it. My favorite day of the week is Monday. Nobody gets it, and people always tell me, you will see when you have a job. Like for a longer time, I already had a job, but they just pretend that I cannot understand what a real job is, but whatever, that's not the whole point. But I really love Mondays like I do with mornings, because I'm always telling myself I have the whole week to do whatever I have to do, so I'm not stressed out. Like, I think I will try to get the most done now, but if I don't get everything done today, I can also do it tomorrow or whatever, all the days. So I'm not stressed out, and that's really cool. And also most of the time on the weekend, it is also for having fun, for resting. So I think you always have something to tell, or even like you're relaxed, or when you talk with other people, you always have something to tell. So definitely Monday. But if you are someone who doesn't get it, I would maybe say Saturday, because I always have fun whatever day. If I were a book, which one would it be? I will not tell what my favorite book is, but the one I could mostly refer to as a person. I would have two. It would be Homebody from Rupi Kaur, because she is telling kind of like sad things. A lot of sad things actually really happen in my life and still do at this day. It's kind of like one of the worst phases of my life, even if I don't look so good, yeah. But still, at the end of whatever book she is writing, there's always like not a happy end, but her book are really genius. They're always transmitting something that was kind of really harsh to live, but then in the end of the book, it always tells how we can actually also live with it. And Homebody was really focused on reconnecting to your body, to your soul, and everything, that they're like really working together, that they're not two different things. And this is sometimes something that you really need to kind of hear and read, also to feel that you are not alone when you are in this state of mind, because mostly when we are really sad or confused or whatever, we could tell, okay, I can tell my best friends, but they will not really get it because they're not going through this. And to see that actually other people are going through similar things and feel the same is really good. The other book is I Am That Girl from Alexis Jones. I know it sounds very like, oh my gosh, only for girls. Actually, it is not. Even if you are a boy or man, I would really recommend you to read that book. It is about speaking your truth, about evolving mentally, physically, about self-confidence, about going out into the big world, into chasing your dreams, and also different things like not going into the big world and it's not that bad too. She traveled a lot and interviewed a lot of girls and women. This book is full of advices that I didn't really found somewhere else. I knew most of them because I'm really working a lot on everything that is about mindset, positive mindset, evolving everything. So I kind of knew a lot of things, but still it was a great reminder. And as someone who already has read a lot of books regarding this, most of the time, of course, they're repeating themselves, what is not an issue, but they're repeating themselves. And actually, I really found new things into these books. So I also think that these two books could be really linked to me, because I really love to give advices. Even if I'm in dark places, I would say, in my life, I will always find a light somewhere at the end of the day. The very last question we have here is, if I were an event or a party, which one would I be? I think I would maybe say a birthday. I've maybe thought of marriage before, but actually birthday is really better. I think birthdays, because you can celebrate them in different ways, but still the main point is that you're happy that this person is actually alive. You're happy that she is alive, even if she is doing a PhD or if she's doing kind of nothing. You just are happy that this person is actually here. You can do a lot of different activities. If you're doing a party, you can do themed parties. You can go on vacation, you can spend it alone and still enjoy time alone. I think this would really be my thing, because organizing parties and events are my thing. I also worked in this before and I really loved it so much. I also love to host parties at my place, or sometimes people are even asking me if I can help them out. I love everything that's decoration, planning, activities, whatever. So this would, I think, be the best choice for me. So guys, this is already the end of the video. You can of course ask me questions in the comments if you want to know even more, but I think that we already got a lot of things right here. I wish you the best of days. Sun is shining. It was snowing like an hour before, but whatever, sun is still shining. So have the beautifulest day ever. Peace.